All right, I think we are good now. Uh, we apologize. We have been having technical difficulties since last night, lingering into today, unfortunately, and that has caused us to not be able to go live, do live coverage for you guys today. So I'm going to run through what happened earlier this evening, and then we're going to go through what's going on currently. But we just wanted to let you guys know about that. That is why we were not on the air earlier this evening. We had technical difficulties. We've been working through it, trying to figure it out. And I think we finally have gotten it to work. So I think we are good now. I think we should be good now. So earlier this evening, we had tornadoes up near Watertown. We had numerous touchdowns up near Watertown this evening. That has subsided since. And so, again, we had a bunch of tornadoes earlier this evening up near the Watertown area. I will try to pop up those images of those tornadoes in just a little bit. We also had a tornado touchdown down in Cherry County, Nebraska, down near the Valentine area, or south of Valentine, I should say. That was earlier this evening as well. We have ongoing severe weather. Let me go ahead and run through the current severe weather, and then we will look at the tornado pictures that we had earlier this evening. First, I do want to go ahead and get this out of the way. Minneapolis area is under a flood warning, flash flood warning until 12:30 a.m. Did want to mention that, so if you got any folks over there. But we do have a bunch of severe weather to get to. Here we go. Number one, this is where we had the tornado warnings earlier this evening. This is the same storm. Up near the Watertown, Castlewood areas. Watertown is currently going through some thunderstorms, non-severe. Just south of Watertown, however, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here until 10:15 p.m. Central Time. So another 12 minutes to go on this. This storm is moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Inch and a quarter sized hail, so roughly quarter sized hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with that storm. Castlewood, Clear Lake, Toronto, Esteline, Brant areas, you guys are all under the gun there for this severe weather. And we are continuing to monitor that storm very closely. That appears at this time to be the strongest storm. Moving farther to the east here into Minnesota. Hendricks, Ivanhoe, Minneota areas, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 10:45 Central Time. The storm is moving in an east-southeasterly direction at 30 miles per hour and 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Again, quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on that. So take cover in all these areas. And also lots of lightning. There is a lot of lightning associated with all these thunderstorms. And then we have another one down here near the Slayton area, Curry, Davray areas there in Minnesota. Severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15. Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with this thunderstorm. So take cover now near the Davray area. And then into South Dakota. East central South Dakota. Near Woonsocket again, the same spot. Went through Woonsocket again. Woonsocket has had a rough go of it the last week or so. So unfortunately, another severe thunderstorm went through Woonsocket today, or earlier, about a half hour ago. Severe thunderstorm warning on this storm continues until 10:15, moving east at 30 miles per hour. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with this storm. Letcher and Artesian is immediately threatened by this storm. So be sure to take cover. Please take shelter in the Artesian Letcher area right now. This has a pretty good size hail core on it. It also had some good velocity on this as well, but it looks like it has kind of faded a little bit. Now, they just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning right off the pipeline here. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Artesian, for Howard, South Dakota, for Farmer. You are now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:45. The storm is moving east at 30 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on this storm. Let me go ahead and read this off here now. So, severe thunderstorm warning now for northeastern Davidson County, southeastern Sanborn County, southwestern Minor County, and northern Hanson County in southeastern South Dakota. Until 10:45, again at 10:05, so a couple minutes ago. Severe thunderstorm located near Artesian, 14 miles north of Mitchell, moving east at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail. Impact hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Thunderstorm will be near Fedora at around 10:10 and Roswell at around 10:20. So again, that is your current situation on that storm. And so that is the one that we are keeping a very close eye on, because if this thing holds together, which looks like it probably will, as there's plenty of energy in the air and plenty of moisture to play with. And it does look like this storm will most likely hold on. And this is what could very well impact the Sioux Falls areas. This will probably pick up speed as it continues to move east. Looks like this is just north of Mitchell. So it looks like Mitchell is in the clear of this severe thunderstorm. However, looks like Mitchell still could see an isolated thunderstorm. Looks like just to the west of Mitchell there. So we'll keep a close eye on this storm as it makes its way closer to the Sioux Falls area. Now, farther to the north, let me read this severe thunderstorm warning off again for you. Castlewood, Clear Lake, Esteline area. This is the one that we are mainly concerned about. And again, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch that I'll get to here in just a second, but I wanted to run through these warning boxes again for you guys. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:15. As you can see, there's that hail core right over Castlewood right now. That is what we're looking at. There's your hail core right there over Castlewood. Another one right over Hazel, non-severe, but that is another very strong storm. 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar sized hail now on this storm, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Located 6 miles southwest of, looks like, let's see here. Again, 60-mile-per-hour winds, half-dollar sized hail. Clear Lake, Brant, and Lake Cochran recreational area. Again, this is for southern Dual, northeastern Hamlin, and southeastern Cottington County. There, Clear Lake again will be impacted by this, and it does say, move to an interior room on the lowest floor. There also is a flood warning that I wanted to mention. There is a flood warning. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected for Cottington, Dual, and Grant counties now until 1 a.m. So we have lots of lightning, hail, strong wind gusts, isolated tornado, and flash flooding. That is all of your risks for tonight. So all modes of severe weather, unfortunately, are on this. So again, we are keeping a very close eye on things here for you guys. And again, we had technical difficulties earlier this evening. We were not able to go live, unfortunately, but I guess as they say, better late than never. We are on here now. We will be with you guys until we see things diminish. we do have another new severe thunderstorm warning to talk about here. Westbrook, Jeffers, Stoughton, Falda areas, all in this new severe thunderstorm warning box. This is now in effect until 11 p.m. And this storm is moving east to northeast at 30 miles per hour. So if you have any folks there in the Jeffers, Stoughton, Westbrook, Falda areas, be sure to let them know. If you're in this area, seek shelter immediately. This is a very dangerous severe thunderstorm. Let's read this off here. Yeah, so this is for northwestern Cottonwood County and eastern Murray County in southwest Minnesota until 11 there. Again, moving northeast at 30, 60 mile per hour winds and quarter sized hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees out of this storm. Again, move to an interior room on the lowest floor. Seek shelter immediately if you are in these areas. Also, do want to mention up near the Castlewood area, we have gotten reports and radar estimates of 7 inches of rain. My goodness. 7, that is not a typo. 7 inches of rain near the Castlewood area tonight. My goodness. And that number is only going to grow, unfortunately. As like I said, we do have a flash flood warning for these areas. Folks, that is a lot of rain. When we're talking about 7 inches of rainfall near Castlewood, that is dangerous flooding. When we get towards 7 inches of rain, my goodness, that is crazy. Let's see. I think while we have a minute, I want to go ahead and show you guys what we saw earlier this evening. We had tornadoes up in northeastern South Dakota. I want to pull these videos up because this is important. Show you guys this was not a drill. This was serious stuff. Earlier this evening, there was also a lot of hail this evening. There was hail in Watertown and just lots of severe weather this evening that was going on. So let me see if I can pull up these pictures of these tornadoes. And while I have a minute, again, continue to look at the radar, watch the radar. We are keeping a close eye on things right now. Pull up the tornado pictures. Actually, there's quite a bit more too. There was all right, let's see if I can bring this up. All right, let's see here. Not a very great picture, but we're going to get this on here for you guys. All right, so this was one of the pictures. This was earlier this evening. That was that tornado. Again, that was in northeastern South Dakota. So that was one of them. Let me go ahead and find another one here for you guys. All right. So it's a little tough here. this up here. All right, there's another picture. This was earlier this evening up near the Watertown area. So again, that was the tornado earlier this evening in the Watertown area. So very scary stuff and another very serious tornado. Let's see. And here was another one. This was another view of that tornado. So pictures coming in, and thank you guys for sending those to us. We also had some pretty beautiful thunderstorm clouds earlier this evening as well. Here was another one. This was out near the Chamberlain area. Here's another one. So definitely had some pretty beautiful pictures. And there's another one there. And again, very, just a ton of energy. There was just so much energy in the atmosphere today. And as a result, we have these just very, very strong thunderstorms today. We're out in these areas. So just some pictures there. We wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. And again, some serious stuff. We had tornadoes earlier this evening up near the Watertown area. Looks like the tornado threat at this point it's non-zero, but at this point it has diminished quite considerably, so that is good news. But again, we had those tornadoes earlier. All right, so this is the current situation. It looks like they did allow that thunderstorm warning to expire, the one for Esteline. That one has been allowed to expire, so that is good news, but still a very strong thunderstorm in the Castlewood Esteline area. But we still have these severe thunderstorm warnings. We have one right here, Ivanhoe, Minnesota. There still. Till 10:45, moving east at 30 miles per hour, 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds on that. So please seek shelter immediately if you are in these areas, Minnesota, Ivanhoe area. Looking for any kind of rotation. Not really seeing a whole lot there. So that's good news. And then down here to the south, Jeffers area, Westbrook, Stoughton. Again, severe thunderstorm warning continues there until 11 p.m. as well, moving at 30 miles per hour. And then another one that we're keeping a very close eye on. Let me actually switch radars here. Let's go to the Sioux Falls radar. That'll give us a better picture. So again, there's that severe thunderstorm there, Westbrook, Minnesota right now. Stoughton, Jeffers area. Be sure to seek shelter immediately. Also in the Marshall area, I know we got a lot of viewers up in that area. Currently a non-severe thunderstorm moving through Marshall right now, but a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms. moving through Marshall right now. So still seek shelter. And hopefully everybody's sump pumps are working in east, anywhere in these areas. And then this supercell that we're watching very closely, going through the Mitchell area, Artesian, Howard, until 10:45. Severe thunderstorm warning continues, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Quarter-sized tail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on that. Rotation, not really seeing a whole lot there. So, yeah, not really seeing a whole lot. What I'm going to do here, let me switch radar products here. I want to go to a different source here. All right. All right, so switch gears here. Let's see here. All right, so switching gears to our different radar product. We like to use this one as well. This is a better look at what is going on here. And Sioux Falls is not out of the woods. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Let me actually see if I can pull that watch up for you guys real quick. Yeah, let me see real quick. I haven't shown that yet, and we need to show that here. Let me get that pulled up here for you guys. Severe. There it is. All right, real quick here. All right, so here is your severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect, the area shaded in yellow there. This is your severe thunderstorm watch in effect until midnight tonight. So a couple more hours on this. Sioux Falls is expected to get thunderstorm and severe weather tonight, as we are under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Sioux Falls included, Mitchell, Huron, Brookings, Watertown, Sisseton, into Minnesota, Marshall, Mankato, Fairmont, Minneapolis areas. So that area in yellow, again, that is your severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect till midnight. Again, the threats, we read through that here for you guys one more time here. Let me read through the watch, and then we'll get back to the radar. All right, primary threats again. Scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 mile per hour. Scattered large hail and isolated very large hail, 2 inches in diameter possible. And then a tornado or two is possible. Well, we definitely saw all of those. And so that is your severe thunderstorm watch. Again, that does include Sioux Falls. So Sioux Falls is under the gun for this activity. Unfortunately, it looks like there. So again, something we are keeping a very close eye on, and we will continue to follow this through the remainder of the night. So let's get back to this radar picture for you guys now. And here we go. Let's start west to east here. This is a thunderstorm we are keeping a very close eye on. This is the storm. If it keeps going, this will hit Sioux Falls here within the next couple of hours. So again, northeastern Davidson County, severe thunderstorm warning. Sanborn County, Minor County, Hanson County until 10:45. severe thunderstorm located over near Artesian or near Mitchell, moving east at 30 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and quarter-sized hail on this storm. And again, move to a safe shelter in those areas. Now, let me look at the velocity on this storm. So we are probably getting some strong gusty winds here in between Roswell and Farmer at this point. So as you can see there, those brighter colors. Anytime you get those brighter colors on the radar picture on the velocity there, that is what we look for not only rotation but also just strong wind gusts. And that's kind of what we're looking at there. Again, in between Farmer and Roswell, that is the strongest part of that storm. Real quick, correlation coefficient, another tool we use for tornadoes, and we're not seeing anything, so that is good news there. Just kind of going through some of these other radar products that we like to use. Again, this is kind of just go through a number of different items here. This one, as you can see, we're starting to see maybe a little bit of a hook or an inflow notch. I would say at this point, maybe not a hook, but an inflow notch. It looks like we're starting to get that here just north of Fulton. So that is something we are keeping a very close eye on. And we're going to continue to watch that very closely. There also is a few other cells that have developed near the Plankington area, so we'll keep a close eye on that as well. And then up farther to the north, we had that severe thunderstorm warning that was up here near the Castlewood Esteline area, and that has been allowed to expire. So at this point, we just have a lot of thunderstorms going on. You know, anywhere in the Hayti, Lake Norton area, Volga, starting to enter the Brookings area, Esteline, Castlewood, Clear Lake, Brant, Toronto, and White. All of these areas in the severe was under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now it is non-severe. Still a pretty strong thunderstorm, and I'd be willing to bet we're getting some strong wind gusts up near the Lake Norton area, as you can see there. So keep a close eye on that. Also near the White area, there's probably some strong wind gusts as well. And then we have Minnesota. We have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. This is one, Hendricks, Ivanhoe, Minneota areas. Severe thunderstorm remains in effect for another 15 minutes or so. This is for northwestern Lyon and northern Lincoln and northeastern Brookings counties in Minnesota and South Dakota. Severe thunderstorm located near Porter, 23 miles west of Marshall, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So if this storm holds, it will eventually be impacting the Marshall area here not before too long, if this keeps going at its current pace. So you want to mention that. And 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail again on this storm. Minneota, Ivanhoe, Taunton areas. Please seek shelter immediately in these areas. And now we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning fresh off the pipeline here. So we got to talk about this now. New severe thunderstorm warning. All right, this was just issued. This is severe thunderstorm warning for west central Lyon County in southwestern Minnesota, southern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Moody County in east central South Dakota, eastern Brookings County in east central South Dakota. This is in effect now for 45 minutes, in effect until 11:15 Central Time. Storm located over White, 12 miles northeast of Brookings, moving southeast at 30. So Brookings, White, Bushnell, Aurora, Elkton, Ward, and then that's South Dakota. Seek shelter immediately. And then into Minnesota, Lake Benton, Tyler areas, Arco Verde in Minnesota. Please seek shelter immediately in these areas. Radar, let's see, 60-mile-per-hour winds on this storm. As I just mentioned, this right here, this is what they're issuing it for, right over White. That is, anytime you get those brighter colors like that, you're getting some strong wind gusts. So there's probably somewhat of shear going on in this storm. But again, severe thunderstorm warning that is remains in effect here. This is, again, air near Elkton and Lake Benton mainly. Those are the most populated areas other than Brookings. Again, Brookings under that severe thunderstorm warning, so seek shelter in the Brookings area as well. So again, seek shelter immediately in those areas. So again, that is your severe thunderstorm warning that we are continuing to watch there. And then down here in southwestern Minnesota, Westbrook, Stoughton, Jeffers. Severe thunderstorm, 22 miles northeast of Slayton. Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. This is for, again, northwestern Cottonwood and northeastern Murray counties in Minnesota. Again, hail damage to vehicles is expected in these areas. Expect wind damage as well. And this thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas, but again, there is a few towns here that are impacted by this. So we will keep a very close eye on this storm as well, as this in effect again until 11, so another half hour to go on that. There also is some strong thunderstorm activity right along I-90 from Worthington through Jackson, Fairmont, Blue Earth, all the way to Albert Lee. So did want to mention that as well, that we do also have that. Now, we have another new severe thunderstorm warning that we need to get to here. New severe thunderstorm warning. One second here. So, new severe thunderstorm warning here. All right, so this is, as you can see based off of this box, it's starting to take a southeasterly dive here. It was moving east, and now it is moving southeast.
National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Lake County in southwestern Minnesota, southern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Moody County in east central South Dakota, eastern Brookings County in east central South Dakota until 11:15 p.m. At 10:20 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over White Ford 12 miles northeast of Brookings, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source radar indicated. Intact. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Elkton and Lake Benton. For your protection, move your interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties in Minnesota: Pipestone, Lincoln, and Lyons, and the following counties in South Dakota: Moody and Brookings. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Lake County in east central South Dakota, southeastern Minor County in east central South Dakota, Brooklyn County in southeastern South Dakota, east central Stetson County in southeastern.
All right, so you get the idea. So, severe thunderstorm warning now in effect. This is for Spencer, Salem, Unityville, Canova, Canastota, Dolton, Bridgewater, Emory, Alexandria, Fulton. All of these towns are now under a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for southwestern Lake County in east central South Dakota, southeastern Minor County in east central South Dakota, McCook County in South Dakota, east central Hanson County, Canastota, east central Hanson County in southeastern South Dakota, northwestern Turner County, I should say. This is now in effect until 11:15 p.m. Severe thunderstorm 20 miles east of Mitchell, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour now. 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail associated with this storm. So, as you can see, it is now turning in direction, and it is now taking a southeasterly turn. This storm was moving east, now it's starting to move southeast. And this is the storm that I've been saying for a while now that we need to keep an eye on, because if this continues, this will eventually impact the Sioux Falls area if this continues. So we do need to talk about this, and we have to let you guys know about that. That is the situation. The storm is headed towards Sioux Falls right now, but it's still quite a ways away. It's still about 60 miles away from Sioux Falls area. But it is starting to head towards Sioux Falls. So we are going to continue to keep a very close eye on that. Also a cell near Plankington that we're keeping an eye on. And then again, I do want to mention, they did cancel the severe thunderstorm warning for Westbrook, Jeffers, Stoughton. That severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire, so that's good news. So we just have thunderstorm activity there in southern Minnesota. Now, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that I did want to mention here. This is in southern Minnesota. This is for northeastern Freeborn County in south central Minnesota, and also Steele County in Minnesota until 11:30. Located 7 miles north of Ellendale, moving east at 20 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and small hail associated with that storm. So again, interior room, lowest floor, seek shelter immediately in those areas. And again, this is our main area that we're watching right now. Again, severe thunderstorm warning, white area, Brookings. So Brookings, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Please take cover now. Brookings will see thunderstorm activity out of this. Brookings will get hit out of this. As you can see, there's more stuff northwest of Brookings that is heading towards Brookings. So if you're in Brookings, seek shelter. That is the current situation. Now, we do have a little bit of rotation, it looks like, in Minnesota. This is near Ivanhoe. Looks like we have an MDA strength of 1.4. So it looks like we do have a little bit of rotation near Ivanhoe there. Oh, and yes, there it is. So our nice thing about this radar product is it can tell us where we have rotation without looking at the velocity, and that's what we're seeing right there, right in between Ivanhoe and Arco, Minnesota. If this trend continues, this could very well go tornado warned. We are going to keep a very close eye on that. But again, there, right there, bright. Anytime you get the bright reds with the bright greens like that, in kind of a circular motion, a tight knitted motion like that, that is your area to watch. So we are going to watch that very closely as we're starting to see rotation near the Ivanhoe area. So seek shelter immediately in those areas. As again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect here until 11:15. Now, this one right over Minneota and Taunton and Hendricks, this severe thunderstorm warning will expire in 5 minutes. So, this severe thunderstorm warning will expire in 5 minutes. That's good there. So, we're a little less concerned about that. Still, obviously, take shelter and respect the polygon. but at this point, looks like the worst of it has moved a little bit to the south. This is your more heightened area. We are starting to get reports now from Castlewood. Again, I mentioned earlier, Castlewood area got 7 inches of rainfall, and we are starting to get reports, yes, of no travel advisory in Castlewood. Now, that's not confirmed. That is a report. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep you guys updated on that. But again, we are just continuing to monitor everything. And again, we do have the severe thunderstorm warnings that continue. This one near Canova producing some strong wind gusts out of this storm. 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail on this storm as it heads towards Salem. Salem, you need to be in your safe spot. There's a couple of bigger towns, bigger communities in South Dakota right now that we're particularly concerned about right now. Brookings and Salem. Those 2 communities right now need to be in your basement, seeking shelter immediately. Your storm shelter. Seek shelter. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that you are both under. So in those areas, you are under severe thunderstorm warnings. You guys need to be in your safe spot, seeking shelter in those areas. Let me see if there's any rotation. Not seeing anything, so that's good. But just, we are seeing strong winds here in these areas. Canova, Unityville right now looks to be the strongest part of that storm, as we're probably getting some hail as well. So, did want to mention that. Now, we do have another new severe thunderstorm warning to talk about here. This is over Olmsted County in southern Minnesota, Mower County in southern Minnesota, and Dodge County in Minnesota until 11:30. New severe thunderstorm warning, moving east at 25 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. Train weather spotters reported multiple trees down in the Waseca County area. So, do want to mention that. Be prepared near Blooming Prairie at around 10:45, and then Hayfield at 11:05. So, do want to mention that. Southern Minnesota, severe weather also over there in that direction. Then we have a strong cell here near the Stickney area at this point. We will continue to monitor that very closely. That could eventually become severe. This storm right here, right over Canova, Unityville, is heading towards Sioux Falls right now. Still quite a ways away, though, from Sioux Falls. Looks like just a lot of strong winds, looks like, and probably some hail. Let's look at the vertically integrated. Yeah, there it is. So this is our hail product that we like to use. Also, do want to mention there probably is some small hail here in between Plankington and Stickney. Looks like right there. So it wouldn't shock me at all if this storm here pretty soon becomes severe warned. Here's the one near Canova in Unityville right now, experiencing the hardest hit area of this storm with very strong wind gusts, I imagine, and then also hail. Here is our hail product that we like to use. This is called vertically integrated liquid. We use this product quite a bit, and anytime you get those colors show up, that is where you're seeing hail. So, Unityville, Canova, you are experiencing large hail right now. Be prepared and seek shelter immediately in those areas. The severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. The one for near the Howard area and Farmer and to the west there. So you guys are all clear. Howard, Farmer, Fedora, Artesian, you guys are in the all clear. The storm continues to push southeast at 30 miles per hour. If you're in Canastota, again, if you're in Bridgewater, Emory, Alexandria, well, I guess Alexandria at this point is probably in the clear, as well as Fulton, Farmer as well. Spencer, Salem, Montrose, Canastota. you guys are all next in line here for this severe thunderstorm. Right over Unityville in Canova right now. That is your severe thunderstorm, and it will continue to move in a southeasterly direction. Now, I want to go ahead and pull something up here. I'm just curious. All right, so I am curious what we're looking at here. Let me try to pull it up here. Let me see if I can pull this up. One second. Now, something I don't like to see, it looks like this thing might be starting to hook a little bit. Uh, Let me pull this up here for you guys. All right, so this is kind of like this is a 3D view of this storm. Let me put that on again here. So as you can take a look at what we're looking at here, this is our 3D view of this storm, and you can see this is a very high. I mean, this is extremely high. This is almost 60,000 KFTs in the air. So that is crazy high for a thunderstorm. This thing is extremely high up there in the atmosphere. So we wanted to go ahead and kind of give you guys a 3D view of what we're looking at. This is the storm. So there's your tops, and again in that 50 to 60,000 range. So that is what we're looking at. So kind of a cool view there, kind of a 3D view, if you will. So that is something we are keeping a close eye on. Now, I don't like the way this storm is starting to look. We're starting to see a little bit of rotation, perhaps, or a little bit of maybe a little bit of kind of maybe a hook forming. Could just be the radar, but it is starting to look like a little stronger. So again, we are going to continue to monitor this storm very closely. Also, this is a strong thunderstorm here near Stickney, Mount Vernon areas, so another storm I wanted to mention. All right, do want to mention this. We need to go over this. Minneota, Marshall areas, once again, same areas as before, as was, I think, a week or two ago. Flash flood warning, a new one, now in effect here. I hate to report this. Flooding is a very scary thing, and it is something I hate reporting on, but I have to let you guys know about this. Flash flood warning for northern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northern Lyon County in southwestern Minnesota, now until 2 a.m. Heavy rain has fallen across these areas, Marshall, Minneota, Ivanhoe areas. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen, and 1 to 3 more inches are possible in that warned area or more. So that is what we're looking at here. And so again, a lot of flooding issues already in this area, and now it's even worse. So I just hate to report that, but that is what we're looking at, unfortunately, in Minnesota. Once again, Marshall area. Once again, under the gun. Brookings area, again, we are Brookings area, again, under a severe thunderstorm warning, so you need to be taking this seriously. Sorry about that. So again, if you guys are just tuning in here, we are live for you guys, bringing severe weather coverage. We have ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings. And my name is Riley, and I am with T Storm Chasers live here with you guys tonight, bringing you guys coverage. As again, we had technical difficulties earlier this evening. We were unable to go live, unfortunately, but we have been live for an hour now, so that is good. But obviously, the situation is not good with these thunderstorms. All right, if you were in Salem, you had time to prepare for this. You had time to get in your safe spot and seek shelter. You no longer have any more time. The storm is in the Salem region now. So the storm is now going through Salem right now. So I want to mention that the Salem area is now experiencing this severe thunderstorm. So again, please seek shelter immediately in the Salem area. If you are not already in your safe spot, you should already be seeking shelter. There's lots of lightning, lots of thunderstorms, and severe weather tonight across our region, and probably some hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with that storm over Salem. And again, another storm here. Brookings area right now, you were under a severe thunderstorm warning, but right now there's really nothing going on currently, but that is expected to change over the next half hour. So again, if you're in the Brookings area, just be in your shelter, be in your safe spot. Basement, I would just recommend being in the basement. And if you don't have a basement, just find a shelter, find a storm shelter. And that's anywhere in this severe thunderstorm warned area. Anywhere in the Brookings, Tyler, Elkton, Lake Benton, Aurora, White, Arco, Ward, Bushnell areas there. Now, looks like we are still seeing a little bit of rotation there near Arco. That's something we're keeping an eye on as well. But we get a lot of thunderstorms that are non-severe but still packing a punch here. We just have the 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in our area. We do have a couple of more severe thunderstorm warnings in southeastern Minnesota, kind of near the Albert Lee area, Rochester. But farther to the west here, we are seeing quite a few of severe weather now. I don't like the way this is looking. This thing looks like it's starting to hook a little bit, according to the Doppler radar, kind of right over Salem. anytime you get that kind of a signature on the radar, you always got to be concerned as this, again, that is starting to gain some structure that I don't like to see. We're starting to see a little bit of a hook on the radar. So hopefully that goes away. But at this point, you don't like to see that because this thing is heading towards Sioux Falls. And I would be willing to bet the next severe thunderstorm warning that comes out on this storm is probably going to include Sioux Falls. So Sioux Falls, hang tight. You guys, we are not in the clear at this point. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch for another hour. Severe thunderstorm warning again continues up near the Brookings area, Tyler, Minnesota, Elkton areas. We're keeping an eye on it very closely. Severe thunderstorm warning continues here until 11:15. So we got another 20 minutes on this warning. So anywhere in this severe thunderstorm warning box, please seek shelter immediately. And then, of course, the flash flood warning that now is under effect until 2 a.m. Again, Marshall, Minnesota. We had flooding a week or two ago, and now we're seeing flooding yet again. And it's just not a good situation. Hopefully everybody's sump pumps are working, because if not, we're going to have some issues. One moment here. So, again, we are still continuing to watch what is going on right now in our area. Again, we have, and okay, so they just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning.
Impact. Expect considerable tree damage. Mobile homes, roofs, buildings. This severe thunderstorm will be near Montrose around 11:05 p.m. Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area and Humboldt around 11:10 p.m. Other locations in the path of this severe thunderstorm include Hartford. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:45 p.m. for the following counties: South Dakota, Mercure, Minnehaha, and Turner. Operating on a frequency of 1/362.40 megahertz. This is the weather radio station WN20, broadcasting from a transmitter near Wayne, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Minnehaha County in southeastern South Dakota, southeastern Licking County in southeastern South Dakota, northeastern Turner County in southeastern South Dakota until 11:45 p.m. At 10:59 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Salem, or 12 miles northwest of Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and buildings. This severe thunderstorm will be near Montrose around 11:05 p.m. Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area and Humboldt around 11:10 p.m. Other locations in the path of this severe thunderstorm include Hartford. For your protection, move from an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeat, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:45 p.m. for the following counties: South Dakota, Mercure, Minnehaha, and Turner. The thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for west central Lyon, southern Wayne, northwestern Pikesville, northeastern Lee, and eastern Brookings counties. At 10:47 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southeast of Lyon, or 15 miles east of Brookings, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations include Bridges, Elkins, Benton, Aurora, White, Market, Ward, and Bushmill. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties: in Minnesota, Pikesville, Lincoln, and Lyon, and the following counties: in South Dakota, Moody, and Brookings. The severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for southwestern Lake, southeastern Minor, Mercure, east central Hanson, and northwestern Turner counties. At 10:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Salem, or 17 miles northwest of Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: personal weather station reported 5 miles SFC. Honolulu reported a wind gust of 62 miles an hour at 10:58 p.m. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and buildings. Locations impacted include Salem, Minnesota, Bridgewater, Emory, Spencer, and Mitchell County, Carmel, and Brunton. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties: in South Dakota, Lake, Mercure, Turner, Hanson, and Minor. At 11 p.m., the sky was mostly cloudy in Sioux Falls. The temperature was 82 and the dew point 77. The relative humidity was 84%. Wind was east at 17 miles an hour, gusting to 23. Pressure was 29.96 inches and rising. Elsewhere around the tri-state area, the West mostly cloudy and 75. Hurricanes had light rain and 69. Delivered was cloudy at 75. Hurricanes had light rain and 67. Once again, 11 p.m. in Sioux Falls, the sky was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 82. The current time is 11:06 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is your weather radio station that we Kentucky, broadcasting from a transmitter near Rowena, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Minnehaha County and southeastern South Dakota, southeastern Lincoln County and southeastern South Dakota, and northeastern Turner County and southeastern South Dakota until 11:45 p.m. At 10:59 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Salem, or 12 miles northwest of Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Intent: expects considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and buildings. This severe thunderstorm will be near Montrose around 11:05 p.m. Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area and Humboldt around 11 p.m. Other locations in the path of this severe thunderstorm include Hartford. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeat, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:45 p.m. for the following counties in South Dakota, McCook, Minnehaha, and Turner. The thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for West Central Lyon, Southern Lincoln, Northwestern Flagstaff, Northeastern Lee, and Eastern Brookings counties. At 10:47 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located at 8 miles southeast of Lake, or 15 miles east of Brookings, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations intended include Brookings, Elkton, Lake Bend, Aurora, White, Fargo, Ward, and Bushnell.
All right. So, sorry about that. We've been having some technical difficulties. We are still live here for you guys. We've been alive. We've been on our live for over an hour now. We do have some more severe weather that we need to go over again. Again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Watch. Hopefully, you guys are staying safe, and hopefully, you are telling friends and family that are affected by these storms as well. Hopefully, you guys are doing your part as we are doing ours. So let's go through our severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's start north to south here. The one up near Brookings. Brookings, please seek shelter immediately. You are under that severe thunderstorm warning box here until 11:15, so a few more minutes on that. So Brookings, hang tight. You were still under that severe thunderstorm warning. Lake Benton area, Tyler, Arco, Verde. That's the main storm that associated with this, and that's the storm right there that has 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with that storm. Farther to the south, we have non-severe thunderstorms over Lind, Tracy, Ballatin, Lake Wilson, Chandler, Slayton areas. That whole area there of thunderstorms. So we're just going to keep a close eye on that. But those are non-severe. However, we do now have a new severe thunderstorm warning that we need to talk about. This is for eastern Osceola County in northwestern Iowa, Dickinson County in northwest Iowa, northern Clay County in northwest Iowa, Jackson County in southwest Minnesota, southeastern Cottonwood County in southwestern Minnesota until 11:45 p.m. Central Time. So thunderstorm located along a line from Mountain Lake to near Jackson, moving east, southeast at 35 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour winds there. Train weather spotters reported 3-inch tree limbs down and other trees down in the Spirit Lake area at 10:45. So that was a little while ago, almost a half hour ago. Severe thunderstorms will be near Jackson in Jackson County, Lake Park, Bergen, and Killen Woods State Park at around, kind of around right now. And then Spirit Lake, Okoboji, Orleans, Wahpeton at 11:15, so in a couple minutes there. Arnold's Park, West Okoboji around 11:20. So all those locations there impacted by these storms. Again, seek shelter immediately in these areas as we do have very strong thunderstorms tonight. And so again, Spencer, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Milford, Arnold's Park, Spirit Lake. I know we got a lot of communities impacted by this. Jackson, Lakefield, Bergen, Mountain Lake. You guys are all under that severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But we have to go back down here towards the Sioux Falls area. You know how we mentioned before we are under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. And the anticipation was for the Sioux Falls area to get storms from 10 to midnight time frame. And that is exactly what we're about to see. Looks like it'd probably be around that midnight hour. So Sioux Falls, you got about 45 minutes to an hour at this point to prepare for this. It's starting to get into the Sioux Falls area, the outside area. Humboldt is now impacted by this. It is going through the Montrose area right now. Now, a little earlier, we did see a little bit of a hook feature there on the radar, but it looks like that has sort of faded. But still a very strong thunderstorm as this is making its way towards the Humboldt area right now. So if you're in Humboldt, if you're in Monroe, Montrose, Hartford, Crooks, you guys are Colton, you guys are all under the severe thunderstorm warning. Please seek shelter immediately. Severe thunderstorm for western Minnehaha County, southeastern McCook County, northeastern Turner County until 11:45. So we got another half hour to go on this storm for the warning box. And again, the storm is moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. The storm is located again near right over Montrose right now. And this actually apparently 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with this storm. And again, it's not going to be too long here before this makes its way into the Sioux Falls area. It says here, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. It severe thunderstorm will be located near Montrose right now. Lake Vermilion is going through Lake Vermilion right now as well, and the Humboldt area. Again, Hartford going to be impacted here within the half hour. So if you're in Hartford, please seek shelter. You have a little bit of time to get ready for this, but not much. You got less than a half hour. I'd say about probably 10, 15 minutes you got in the Hartford area to seek shelter. Again, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Sturdy shelter, away from windows. That is what we're looking at. And this is our main storm right now. This is the one we were mainly concerned about. Good news, they have dropped the severe thunderstorm warning for the Brookings area. So I can now confirm and say that Brookings, you are now in the clear. Brookings is in the clear now. Also Watertown. Watertown and Brookings and Madison are in the clear. Also Mitchell, you are also in the clear. Huron, you're also in the clear. I do want to mention that. For those communities, you guys are in the clear. No more severe weather, it looks like. But southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa, Spirit Lake area, Jackson, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning, as you can see here. In effect until 11:45. 60-mile-per-hour winds is the threat there. And then we have other very strong thunderstorms in southwestern Minnesota there, as you can see. And also a lot of rain up here in the Marshall, Minneota, Ivanhoe areas. Again, we have that flash flood warning that continues in that green circle box there for Lincoln and Lyon counties in Minnesota until 2 a.m. So another 2 hours and 45 minutes to go on that warning for flooding concerns. Again, that area. So again, don't drown. Turn around, don't drown is the saying there for flooded roads. And it does say most flood deaths do occur in vehicles. And it does say be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding. Be aware of your surroundings. Do not drive on flooded roads. So again, turn around if you see a flooded road. So also, again, we had that report earlier. Castlewood area got 7 inches of rain. My goodness. That is a lot of rain in one evening. And any updates on that Sioux Falls storm? We're looking at it here. Humboldt right now is going through this storm. Hartford, you're next. You have less than 10 minutes here to get ready for this storm to go through Hartford. And then eventually this will be impacting the Sioux Falls metro area. As again, severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:45, and you want to know where that wind line is. 11:45 is when that expires. So 25 minutes to go on this warning. And I assume it will be extended into the Sioux Falls area here any minute now. You can expect this warning to be extended for the Sioux Falls area any minute now. And actually, might have gone through now, actually. I think we just got a new warning. Let's listen in now.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Rock County in southwestern Minnesota, northern Nobles County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota, southwestern Murray County in southwestern Minnesota until midnight. At 11:19 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Leota, 450 miles southwest of Slayton, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. To 60 miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. Source radar indicated. Intact hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Vermont and Whistler around 11:25 p.m. Other locations in the path of this severe thunderstorm include Florida. For your Your protection moved to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until midnight Monday for the following counties in Minnesota: Nobles, Pipestone, Rock, and Murray.
All right, so that was the new warning that just came out just now. And again, the areas we're looking at, this is for, again, southwestern Minnesota until midnight tonight. So 40 minutes to go on this warning. Northeastern Rock County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Nobles County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern Pipestone County, and southwestern Murray County. The storm located over Leota, 15 miles southwest of Slayton, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar sized hail associated with this storm. This storm will be near Wilmot and Lismore at around 11:25. So a few more minutes here, but really the storm is already entering your area. So again, please seek shelter immediately in these areas. Take cover now. Wilmot, Lismore, Kenneth, Leota, Chandler, Fulda, Reading, Adrian. All those communities in southwestern Minnesota need to be in your safe spot immediately. Seek shelter. Again, away from windows, lowest floor. That is going to be your safety there. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning again that continues here for Minnehaha County. This is just about to enter Hartford. Again, this is the Sioux Falls storm. Hartford is about to get hit here. So this is just about to enter Hartford. You had time to get ready for this. And again, that is what we're looking at. Severe thunderstorm warning here. In effect until 11:45. This is for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And this is moving through Hartford right now. So that is what we're looking at. Anytime you get those bright colors like that, that is your strong winds. So going through the Hartford area again right now. So seek shelter immediately in Hartford and Crooks, and then eventually Sioux Falls. I would say at this point, Sioux Falls should probably start to seek shelter. The storm is going to be heading into the Sioux Falls area here now. And yeah, Humboldt, Montrose is getting hit right now. Looks like the worst of this storm is right over Humboldt right now. So Humboldt, you are under the gun here. And severe thunderstorm warning again continues. That is for that storm right there. Doesn't get any clearer than that, folks. You guys need to be in your basement seeking shelter. And as well as Hartford and Crooks and surrounding areas. I think at this point, Monroe, you're probably in the clear. But still stay in your safe spot as you are still under that severe thunderstorm warning. But I would say Canastota, Salem, you guys are now in the clear. But Sioux Falls, at this point, this thunderstorm is going to be heading into Sioux Falls here within the hour. And it's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And at this point, it would not shock me at all. We're probably going to get a new warning here any second now for the Sioux Falls area. So, do want to mention that Sioux Falls, at this point, any minute now, any second now, could issue a severe thunderstorm warning for the Sioux Falls, Brandon, and surrounding areas. So, I would say at this point, Sioux Falls, be aware of this and start to seek shelter. And again, Crooks as well. Crooks, you were right on the edge of this severe thunderstorm warning box. Seek shelter immediately. Looks like Crooks is next in line here, as well as Wall Lake, Wildwater West area, far west out here in Sioux Falls. You guys are next in line here for this severe thunderstorm. So, again, Hartford looks like is going through the worst of this right now. So again, severe thunderstorm continues, and we are at this point we are again watching this very closely. Strong thunderstorm heading into the Sioux Falls area as I speak right now. So Sioux Falls, seek shelter immediately. This is a very strong thunderstorm. This is a severe thunderstorm. So again, severe thunderstorm going through Humboldt and Hartford right now. And this storm is heading towards the Sioux Falls area right now. This is just about to this is just about to go through the Sioux Falls area right now. I am surprised that they have not extended this severe thunderstorm warning yet for Sioux Falls, because this thing is heading towards Sioux Falls right now. Let's put a loop on this, and as you can see, this thing started all the way out near the Wessington Springs area, and all evening long this thing has just continued to push east and southeast towards the Sioux Falls area now. As I mentioned a couple of hours ago, if you were watching, or I should say an hour and a half ago, I did mention that if this storm continues, it will eventually hit Sioux Falls, and that is exactly what we are now seeing, as the storm is just about to enter Sioux Falls. And can't ignore the rest of the region. We have a lot of strong thunderstorms and other severe thunderstorms going on that we are continuing to watch. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning down here in Iowa, Fort Dodge area, Mason City. A lot of counties here in Iowa moving south at 40 miles per hour for 60 mile per hour winds there. So I do want to mention there, heads up in these areas, and there it is. This is the new severe thunderstorm warning. Here we go. First, this is the severe thunderstorm warning for Sioux Falls. Let's listen up.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Sioux County in northwestern Iowa, southeastern Minnehaha County in southeastern South Dakota, northern Lincoln County in southeastern South Dakota, eastern Turner County in southeastern South Dakota until 12:15 a.m. 11:20 p.m. A severe thunderstorm was located near Hartford, or 9 miles west of Sioux Falls, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. This severe thunderstorm will be near Sioux Falls, P, Crooks, Ellis, and Redford around 11:35 p.m. Harrisburg around 11:40 p.m. Redmond around 11:25 p.m. Other locations in the of this severe thunderstorm include Lake Allen State Recreation Area and Arena. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 12:15 a.m. Monday for the following counties: Sioux, Iowa, and the following counties in South Dakota: Lincoln, Minnehaha, and Turner. The thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:45 p.m. for western Minnehaha, southeastern Lincoln, and northeastern Turner counties. 11:24 p.m. A severe thunderstorm was located over Humboldt, or near Lake Vermilion State Recreation Area, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, Marshall's site reported a wind gust of 59 miles an hour at 11:01 a.m. 11:06 p.m. Expects considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Hartford, Humboldt, Long Lake, and Crooks. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:45 p.m. for the following counties: McCook, Minnehaha, and Turner. 11 p.m., the sky was mostly cloudy in Sioux Falls. The temperature was 82 and the dew point 77. The relative humidity was 84%. Wind was east at 17 miles an hour. Gusting to 23. Was 29.96 inches and rising. Elsewhere around the tri-state, Madison was mostly cloudy and 75. Brookings had light rain and 69. Liberton was cloudy and 75. Worthington. 11 p.m. in Sioux Falls.
All right, so severe thunderstorm warning for Sioux Falls. 70-mile-per-hour winds now is the threat out of this storm. So there it is, severe thunderstorm warning. So again, we are live here, bringing you guys live coverage against Sioux Falls. Seek shelter immediately. Severe thunderstorm warning. 70-mile-per-hour winds associated with this storm. Very, very strong winds associated with this storm. Cannot stress this enough. If you're in the Sioux Falls area, you have to seek shelter immediately. This is a very strong thunderstorm that is headed into Sioux Falls right now. You have no time, hardly any time to get ready. I mean, this thing is running right into Sioux Falls now. So this is going to Sioux Falls. And again, very, very strong thunderstorm right now. And again, this is for Sioux Falls and surrounding areas. It's for northwestern Sioux County, southeastern Minnehaha County, northern Lincoln County, eastern Turner County until 12:15. Severe thunderstorm, again, moving into Sioux Falls, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. 70-mile-per-hour winds associated with this. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Severe thunderstorm will be near Sioux Falls, T, Crooks, Ellis, and Renner in just a couple of minutes. And then Harrisburg right around 11:40, 11:45, and then Brandon as well around 11:45. Lake Alvin Recreation Area and Rowena also. So again, small hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds associated with this storm. Again, Sioux Falls, you don't have any time left. You need to be seeking shelter immediately. Get away from windows. Take cover. Seek shelter immediately in these areas. You guys need to be in your safe spot. We have another new severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like. That one's for. Looks like it's for Worthington. The Worthington area is now under a severe thunderstorm warning on that storm. So, we have lots of severe thunderstorm warnings tonight, and unfortunately, it's continuing there. And again, Sioux Falls area. Again, that is your severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. Again, until 12:15 tonight. That's your thunderstorm right there, heading into Sioux Falls. I will be right back. So again, this is the situation. Again, severe thunderstorm warning. This storm is heading right into this is heading right into Sioux Falls right as we speak. So again, Sioux Falls, seek shelter immediately. Basement is always a great option. Away from windows, sturdy shelter. So again, Sioux Falls, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning here until 12:15 for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and small hail. And again, Sioux Falls, as you can see there, this thunderstorm is heading right into Sioux Falls right now. Western side of town right now is getting hit. Now, I don't know, this looks like near Crooks there might be a little bit of a inflow there, a little bit of an inflow notch there. We'll keep an eye on it though. Otherwise, again, other communities impacted here: Brandon, Valley Springs, Rowena, Harrisburg, T, Lenox, Worthing, and Canton. You guys are under this severe thunderstorm warning now until 12:15. Again, this is what we're keeping a very close eye on at this point. So, again, we are continuing live coverage here. Western Sioux Falls right now is getting the 70-mile-per-hour winds. Looks like again, seek shelter. So again, we are following this very closely. Sioux Falls, again, severe thunderstorm going through Sioux Falls right now. Again, 70-mile-per-hour winds, small hail, and obviously a lot of rain, heavy rainfall, and a lot of lightning associated with this storm. Again, we are continuing to. Some people are saying there is some rotation on this storm. That is certainly possible. I'm not going to deny that or say that's not happening, as there is probably some good rotation possible. It's certainly possible. So again, we'll continue to monitor things. All right, so again, we are continuing to follow this.
Wind gusts. Source radar indicated. Damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
So again, severe thunderstorm warning for Sioux Falls, and Sioux Falls is going through Sioux Falls right now. 70-mile-per-hour winds and small hail. Severe thunderstorm warning. Now, there could be a little bit of rotation in this storm, but looks like it's just severe warned. There's not a tornado warning on this. So again, severe thunderstorm warning. This is what we're looking at right here. This is right over Sioux Falls right now, and again, we're continuing to monitor the latest on this. And taking a look, I'm curious to what the I mean, there could be a little bit of hail in this, but main threat again is that strong winds. So again, 70-mile-per-hour winds going through Sioux Falls right now is what threat is for the severe thunderstorm warning. So again, interior room, lowest floor, away from windows, sturdy shelter. Basement is ideal, away from windows. And I do want to mention they did cancel the severe thunderstorm warning for Hartford, Humboldt areas. So Hartford, Humboldt, Montrose, you guys are all in the clear now. That severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. But for Sioux Falls, this storm is continuing. Sioux Falls, Brandon, Rowena, Valley Springs, Harrisburg, Lenox, Worthing, Canton. You guys are all need to seek shelter. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for these areas. Again, small hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's the threats right now. Probably some pea-sized hail or some kind of small hail. Again, stay away from windows in Sioux Falls. Seek shelter. There is hail falling, small hail in the Sioux Falls area, as well as lots of lightning, heavy rain, and 70-mile-per-hour winds going through Sioux Falls right now. Because again, we are live here. We're going to hold here with you guys as the storm goes through Sioux Falls, and we will continue to give you guys updates. And I do want to mention other severe thunderstorm warnings there over in southwest Minnesota. But, those will continue as well. Again, thunderstorm moving through Sioux Falls right now. Severe thunderstorm warning continues until 12:15. And it says here, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and buildings. All right, so now we do have a new report. All right, so I do want to mention this. We do have a new report coming in here. All right, so we have a new report here at 11:30.